Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Jamaica News in Review. JCF probing alleged rape, robbery by a cop. The Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF is investigating a report of rape and robbery allegedly committed by one of its members while on duty in St. Catherine. The incident is alleged to have taken place between 10 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. on Monday, January 30, in the town of Black River. JCF said the report is being taken seriously by the Police High Command and is being treated with the utmost urgency. The matter is currently being investigated by the JCF's Inspectorate and Professional Standard Oversight Bureau, the Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse, and the Independence Commission of Investigations. The policeman, along with 3 other members who were on duty with him, were also taken into custody. The High Command says it is awaiting the outcome of what it expects will be a speedy and thorough probe by the relevant investigative bodies. The JCF is assuring the public that such allegations are taken seriously and that it is committed to ensuring the safety and security of citizens. Double murder suspect killed in police shootout. A double murder case was cleared up in posthumously after alleged killer was cut down in a police shootout last week. Ayatan Cargill, 26, otherwise called Bo, from Madden Street, Kingston 12, was said to be the triggerman behind the killing of 2 brothers on Clarenceville Road, Kingston last September. The murdered men were identified as Garth Boo Lyons, 44, from Clarenceville Road, and Richard Studeman Lyons, 32, a bike repairman from Almerton in Kingston. It was reported that the brothers were sitting together on the roadway when a white Toyota Vaxi drove up and stopped. 2 men alighted, opened gunfire at the 2, and killed them on the spot. The men then escaped in the vehicle. Police said around 12:45 p.m. last week Monday, Cargill was involved in a shootout with lawmen on Target Street in Arnett Gardens, Kingston 2, during which he was shot and killed. Last Thursday, a witness identified Cargill as one of the men who alighted from the Vaxi and opened fire on the brothers. As a result, the double murder case was cleared up. Bar owner with link paid $450,000 to provide firearm license. A bar owner who was brought before a senior parish judge at the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court last Tuesday after he was accused of taking $450,000 as payment to provide a firearm license to the complainant. The court was told that last May 11 and 14, Dean Denton took $200,000 and $50,000 respectively from the complainant for the firearm license. He is also accused of taking another $200,000 on July 28 as payment. Denton, who pleaded guilty to 3 counts of obtaining money by false pretense, told Senior Parish Judge Leon Cole Montague that he only told the man that he had a link to get the license. "I didn't tell him that I work at the FLA, Firearm Licensing Authority. Me know somebody we say them can do it. Me tell him it's a link me have. I would like to know more about those links," Cole Montague said in response, which did not elicit a response from the accused. It was revealed that Denton is accused in a similar matter in St. Catherine. Denton, who has been in jail since November 19, was ordered to reimburse the complainant in the sum of $450,000 as part of his sentence. He was also told to return to court on April 21, when a social enquiry report is expected to be provided to the court. Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Gunmen shoot at police patrol in Mexico. Members of the police patrol came under heavy gunfire when they encountered several gunmen in an area of Arnett Gardens, called Mexico, on Sunday morning. None of the officers were hurt during the shooting, the police said. It was reported that about 5 a.m., the officers were on mobile patrol duty, traveling in a marked service vehicle, when they received information from police emergency about a shooting in the community. The cops immediately proceeded to Mexico and, while going through the area, observed 5 men all armed with firearms. Reports indicated that the men, upon seeing the police team, opened gunfire at the officers, who took evasive action. One of the cops returned fire and the gunmen fled and escaped. During the shooting, a Toyota Mark X motor car was damaged. Reinforcements were called and the scene processed. The Independent Commission of Investigation was alerted about the incident. Mom of student crushed by truck not satisfied after driver sentenced.
I'm Jaffine Campbell, mother of Benjamin Beer. So today the driver of the truck killed your son on, when was it? October 2019?
28th of October 2019. I'll never forget that date.
Wow. He was sentenced to 1 year and what was it again?
1 year and 7 months.
So how you feel about that?
And it's mixed feeling. I want to have some sympathy and leniency on him, but then again, I've seen which it could have been prevented, you know? And the worst part of it, as I said before, from coming to court to now, he never looked at me and said sorry. You know, I lost my one son. It's really hard. It's really hard and tough on the family. Really, really hard.
Yes. You mentioned that his father also isn't so well.
Since the incident, after the incident, Daddy has suffered a minor strokes.
What's his name?
Joseph Campbell, his grandfather.
Oh, your daddy?
Yes.
Wow.
Both my parents are the one who have helped me raise Benjamin, and also his stepfather, Wayne Williams.
You were mentioning the owner of the truck.
Yeah.
And the fact that you will be pressing ahead to see if, you know,
Yes.
something can come out of it from that angle. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I leave everything to my lawyer to do the work, but what I'm saying is that the owner of the truck know that the truck was defective and give it to the driver for it to drive, you know? And it even hurt when I was told that the principal had called on the truck at that time on the school compound, you know? So
Yes.
I'm still waiting for justice for my son. I'm still waiting for justice for Benjamin.
Thank you, Josephine.
Cops charged dad after 8-month-old Jones in bathtub at home. The father of an 8-month-old baby girl was recently charged with her death after the child was reportedly left alone in a tub of water and drowned. Charged with manslaughter and the child neglect is 24-year-old Darren Wittek from Bethel Gardens, Kingston 14. Police have declined to release the baby's name. Police reported that around 2 p.m. on Monday, December 19, 2022, Wittek and his daughter were home alone when he decided to give her a bath. The accused, the police reported, caught some water in a basin, placed the child in it, and left her unattended for a couple of minutes. When he returned, he discovered that she was motionless in the water. Police said he quickly rushed her to the Bustamante Hospital for Children, where she was pronounced dead on arrival. A post-mortem was conducted recently, and the pathologist concluded that the now deceased died as a result of drowning. Wittek was charged following a question and answer interview session and based on investigations conducted in the matter. Clarendon farmer found dead on plantation. The body of 68-year-old man was found on a plantation where he worked in Whitney District in Morocco, Clarendon on Sunday morning. Everton Allison, otherwise called Jono, a farmer from Richmond Park District in Moko, was found dead by residents who embarked on a search after he had not been seen for several days. Police said preliminary investigations reveal that Allison was last seen on Thursday, sometime in the morning, going to the farm where he worked. He had not been seen or heard from since, which arose the suspicion of residents. However, no missing person report was made. Police reported that around 8 a.m. Sunday, concerned residents commenced a search during which the body of the now deceased was found on a plantation and the authorities summoned. On the arrival of the police, Allison's partially decomposed body was identified. Police said he was clad in a grey t-shirt and blue jeans pants, and the body was seen lying face down on the ground. The police were unable to see if any foul play was suspected. Third murder recorded in Bethel Town Police Division since 2023. A man was shot dead by unknown assailants at his friend's house in Bethel Town, Westmoreland on Saturday night. The deceased has been identified as 20-year-old Roger Pennant, otherwise called Ricey. Pennant is said to have been visiting from St. Anne. Reports from the Bethel Town police are that about 9 p.m., Pennant was at a friend's house when armed men pounced upon him and opened gunfire, hitting him several times in the upper body. The police were summoned, and on their arrival, Pennant was transported to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Investigations are ongoing. Pennant is the third person to be murdered in Bethel Town Police Division since the start of the year. One killed, another injured in Arnett Gardens gun attack. One man was shot dead and another shot and injured on Lincoln Crescent, Arnett Gardens, yesterday afternoon. The dead man has been identified as 19-year-old Shaheem Williams, otherwise called Shazzy, from Lincoln Crescent. The injured man is 28-year-old. Police said about 2:30 p.m., Williams and the other man were among people in a yard when they were pounced upon by men armed with guns. The gunmen, police said, opened gunfire hitting both men. They were assisted by residents to hospital, where Williams was pronounced dead and the other man admitted. Police said the injured man was shot in the left arm, chest and back. No motive had been established for the attack. Suspended. Teacher who threatened to murder students sent home. The teacher who was caught on video threatening a student at the Newell High School in St. Elizabeth has been suspended. Children's advocate Diana Gardner-Harris confirmed to reporters that the tutor was served with a suspension notice on Monday. He is suspended pending the outcome of the whole consideration of the matter, due process and hearing, and other matters, Gardner-Harris revealed. She was unable to say when a hearing will be held, explaining that the issue was now in the hands of the school board. The video, which has gone viral on social media, was secretly recorded by another student. The teacher told a boy in his class that he has killed before. A section of the video also showed the teacher chasing the schoolboy who ran from the classroom. Gardner Harrison had said her office has taken note of the recording and would be seeking to get answers. For a teacher, someone who is in a position of authority, to be threatening to murder a student in the classroom or anywhere for that matter is the height of an unacceptable behavior, she told reporters. 22-year-old in viral Burger King car park fight charged with 2 counts of murder. A man has been charged with 2 counts of murder and wounding with intent stemming from a brawl last month inside the parking lot at Burger King outlet on Barbican Road in St. Andrew. 22-year-old Garland Holmes, otherwise called Nippy, of Northbound Avenue, Kingston 2nd, was charged after he was pointed out during an identification parade, the police said. The incident, parts of which was captured on video and widely shared online, resulted in the deaths of Akeem Morgan and Kaheem Harris, as well as the injury of another. Reports are that about 6:50 a.m. on Thursday, December 29, 2022, an argument developed between occupants of a Toyota Noah and a Nissan Tiida motor car. The men in the Nissan Tiida were joined by Holmes and other men in a BMW X1 who attacked the occupants of the Toyota Noah with knives, injuring 3. The police were summoned and the injured men were taken to hospital, where Morgan and Harris subsequently died. The third man was admitted for treatment. Holmes was taken into custody on Friday, December 30, and subsequently charged. Preparation is being made for him to appear in court. Parking attendants cash in on massive rush at traffic court. With the massive rush to address outstanding tickets at the corporate area traffic court on Melbourne Road in Kingston, ahead of the implementation of the new Road Traffic Act on February 1, a few young men took the opportunity to make some money parking cars. One of the enterprising men, who identified himself only as Jin, said when he saw the crowd at the traffic court on Monday, he decided to provide the service so that motorists could avoid having their vehicles towed. The men, who could be seen on Tuesday directing drivers onto an open lot on South Camp Road, said that they received permission from the owner of the property, who they identified as a well-known businessman. From Monday morning, me see they wake up and pull up, say me a come eat a food while helping people, because them Monday, them don't know if you park, because if them park outside, you know say at the same government I go take away the vehicle, so I help where I try help out on the side of the property, Chin told the reporters. He disclosed that after parking vehicles on Monday, he took home approximately $40,000 as they charged $300 or more for each vehicle. Chin added that he had been at the lot since 6 a.m. on Tuesday and he is on par to exceed his profit from the day before. From yesterday, me make about 40 grand and me still give back 1 and 2 people because me did have to even help a man with all him jumper cable, battery otherwise also. This morning now me out here from 6 and me gone roughly about 20 grand, but me here say a email I run right now, so you know what, everything I cut off. But we give thanks, nah go lie. Food eat and whole heap a belly full, Chin said. When asked what he will be doing after this, Chin explained that he is employed and will be leaving the parking lot in time to make his shift. Please remember to subscribe, like, share.